It's another beautiful day, of course. When we talk sports, we talk Nigerian League on 3M Sports. Still like Mom is my name, and of course, as usual, I'm still with Peter La. Peter La, it's another weekend, and of course, matches we played in various centers in the Women League and of course that of the Men League, and we are getting close to the end of the league, and of course, matches we are beginning to see less of victories. It's becoming something else.
It's nice to be here. We saw a very wonderful and glooming week because of results in the Premier League and even in the Women's Premier League. It was really fantastic.
Yes, of course. We are here to give you up-to-date situations, of course, in the Nigerian Women League and that of the Men League. And of course, we'll be starting first with the Women League. And we all know what happened over the weekend, where it seems like Bayelsa Queens have continued, of course, to remain unbeaten in the Women League. Of course, we also saw them, of course, going ahead to beat to win their match over the weekend. And the big demand behind the masquerade, of course, behind that team, Coach White of Kogbonda, of course, will be on this program today to tell us how it has been. Bayelsa and Edo Queens are yet to lose a match this season. Funny enough, like also, Edo Queens is going to beat Remo ladies at their home ground. Of course, for results of that's for result of the matches played for the Women League, of course, like I said, we saw Bayelsa beating Benue Queens 2-0. It was Robo, of course, trashing Rivers 3-0. Rivers were initially contending, of course, with Bayelsa as one of the unbeaten teams. And so on the screen, of course, you see the result: Bayelsa 2, Benue 0. And of course, Robo defeated Rivers at 3 goals to nothing. Ibom Angels 2, Nigeria Tels 1, and Delta 1, Adama 1. And of course, in the other group, that is the Group A, it was Remo who lost at home to Edo Queens. Remo ladies lost to Edo Queens. Edo Queens, of course, all have given a 4 points gap at the moment. And of course, Abia 1, Atlant 0. Danas played a 1-1 draw with Ekiti. Ekiti picked their first points on the road, and to Nasarawa United. In short, so the way Nasarawa Amazons, of course, trashed Conference Queens by 5 goals to nothing, and I think they are beginning to move closer to Remo ladies, and the second round has been a good one for Nasarawa. They've been churning out good performance and scoring goals, and of course their coach Christopher, of course, is screaming continental for the girls. And now the table as it is right now, of course, in Group A, Edo Queens are topping with 29 points, also yet to lose a match, and Remo ladies are second with 25 points. Of course, from 11 matches, Nasarawa Amazons are third with 24 points. Of course, while the Ebra Angels are fourth with 19 points. And of course, we have Ekiti Queens with 10 points, and Atlant are there in the sixth position with 8 points, while Danas Queens are seventh on the table with 7 points. Conference Queens are last on the table with 4 points. Of course, talking about the Group B, of course, like we all know, the Bayelsa girls are topping the table with 29 points. Rivers with 26 points. They've lost the match. And Robo Queens also dragging it at 10 with 19 points. Nigeria Tels fourth with 16 points. Delta Queens 14 points. Ibom Angels 13 points. Adama Queens 7 points. While Benue Queens, of course, are down there the table with 1 point. At least they tried to pick the points. A team that's considered as much as 34 goals. That's about well. They are learning the trade, and the way it is, I think the Nigerian Women Football League Board are thinking of expanding the table. So I think we have Coach White right now, the coach of Bayelsa Queens, a team that's played 11 matches, won 9, drawn 2, and they've not lost any. They scored 24 goals, considered only 4, and the goal difference of 20 out of 29 points. Coach White Ogbonda is one of the big names when it comes to women coaching in Nigeria. I remember that I think when I was in Oshu, of course, he was supposed to come to Oshu. He came to Oshu, of course, one of the coaches wanted to use there in Oshu, but a lot of things happened on the ground, and of course, he went back, and it was a sad one for me at that moment. But I think today, he has clearly made me proud of doing so well in the Women's Football League. Coach White Ogbonda, you are welcome to 3M Sports, a program that talks about Nigerian League, promoting Nigerian Football League, and of course, want to see people like you, of course, do well in your career. You're welcome to the program, Coach White Ogbonda. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. Coach White, unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Check your gadgets. Hello, Coach White.
I'm hearing you.
Yes. Yes, this is a good season for Bayelsa Queens. Yet to lose a match, and everybody's watching. Will Bayelsa go unbeaten onto the season? And of course, with a name like White Ogbonda handling Bayelsa, what should we expect? Continental tickets, is he assured already with this performance so far?
Yeah, well, I will say that you don't count their chicks when they are not harsh, but definitely we'll have high hope of going continental. We'll have high hope of going continental. So I would say with the performance of my guests and where we are at the table now, I think the team is highly motivated. So I think by the time the Super Six starts, I think I'm sure that we'll get the CAF competition proper to represent Nigeria.
What has been the secret? Invisible Bayelsa.
Yeah, I think the owners of the team have highly motivated this Bayelsa Queen player this season. Because when I came in this season, they told me categorically that our target is to ensure that they go for CAF. They want to go continental. And that they gave me a free hand to recruit whoever I want, no matter what it takes for me to bring the players I need to work with me. And that is exactly what I did. And having said that, I think in terms of motivation, money transfer, finance, the state government have done marvelously well to encourage this player because, like I want to tell you that the team, each goal scored in every match, is the state government is paying 500,000 naira per goal. Per goal. And each match won is 2 million naira. Wow, that is great. Aside from the match bonuses and all the rest of them. So this have gone a long way to motivate the players to work, to make them get to where we are today.
Now let's look at the Nigerian women.
So I would say that is the driving force.
Okay, great. And I will hope that it continues that way until you go to the continent and bring the continent, the CAF Cup to Nigeria next season. Well, let's look at the Nigerian. Let's look at the Nigerian Women Football League this season. How has it been? And looking at the talents on ground, how will you describe the Nigerian Women Football League organization and the talents being discovered? And what are the things you think should be put in place to make it better?
Well, I will say that the league this season, the league is very, very competitive. Despite the fact that a lot of players have left Nigeria for greener pastures outside Nigeria, but we still have good talents. We still have good talent, young players who are coming up. We use the example of Robo Queens. Go to a team like Robo Queen. You see younger players, and those players are hungry to play. For you to beat a team like Robo that have those young players that are playing for the first time, it's very, very difficult. That goes a long way to tell you that there's an improvement in the league, despite the fact that a lot of players left. So that's an improvement. And so far, this season, we've not gotten any walkover. And the match has been going smoothly and very, very competitive because everybody wants to go to the continent. So I would say that the league organization is very good, but the only problem we had is sponsorship. I think by the time we get sponsorship, I think we are going to go more higher and you see more competition. It will be more competitive than what it used to be now because we really actually, if we want the league to grow more than the way it is now, we need sponsorship to help these private owners because most of the private owners, I praise them, it has not been easy for them running teams from Lagos to Adamawa back to Lagos. It has not been easy for them. Even the government team find it very difficult. Then talk more of the private team. So we need sponsorship so that when this sponsorship comes, it will go a long way to help all these private owners, at least the private owner first and foremost. So we need to praise them. We need to help them either way. We know we can help the private owner because without them, maybe they will not be there today because the government team leave them aside. The government have money, but the private owner need to be encouraged.
Yeah, before you go, there's this rumors that the league board wants to, of course, stop. No, there's no relegation and bring 4 more teams into the Premier League. Do you think it's an okay team? Looking at the fact that there's no sponsors, but if you get sponsors, do you think it's okay not to relegate any team and bring teams from the Championship into the Premier League? looking at the standard.
Bringing in, yes, I think this, if that is what they are trying to do, though it's just a rumor to me, because not the Nigerian Women Football League has not made it official to me. But if that is what they want to do, I think they should have told the club owners right from their AGM that was held in Abuja. But I don't think there was a newsletter, but we're just hearing it as a rumor. But if that is what they want to do, I don't think it is encouraging. It is not encouraging in the sense that just half season, then you say we don't want anything to go on relegation. It is very bad. Let the teams know that you don't want anything to go on relegation. You want to bring in more teams for the championship. Then before you consider bringing more teams for the championship, you have to consider, do they have the capacity to run the NWFL, the Premiership League? Do they have the capacity? So that is what you consider. Because a lot of, even the government, a lot of them find it very difficult. Then bringing in those teams from championship. And bear in mind that those teams are in championship, more or less academy teams.
Yes.
Academy teams, even the owners are not even ready. They find it difficult going for that championship games. So it's going to be a very big problem if they do that, to bring all the championship teams, more especially from these private academy teams that try to produce players to save players. Because those are, most of them are in championship now, because the past women, the Madam Obi, just came there and made a mass promotion for the championship. Those who are not even supposed to be championship, they are all there. So it is going to be a very big problem if they do that. Well, because most of them cannot be able to go more. Most of them are not cannot be able to honor matches when the time comes.
Yeah, so that won't start having walkover matches, and which will now, of course, water down the efforts that has been made so far by the Secretariat of the Nigerian Football League and the league body itself. Well, I think I want to say thank you for coming on and wishing your team all the best as you go into the last matches of the season, and of course into Super 6, and of course into the continent. Thank you for coming on this program. Yes. And at any time, we hope that you always come on anytime we'll call on you to talk on this program.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
I see you again. Last time we saw was in Oshun when you came to our place.
Yes, it's been long now. Yeah, people did not want me to work in Oshun. If not, I planned coming with a lot of players that would have raised Oshun to a certain standard. But your team manager did not agree with you, so I have to leave.
You will come back. You will come back. You come back. We'll come back there. You're welcome.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that was Coach Ogbonda White, of course, of Bayelsa, and of course, doing so well with the team. And you had the motivation, of course. You had the motivation, of course, being given by the government, and that is why we are praying that sponsorship will come for the league board, which will go a long way to help the other clubs be able to finance their team. And you were talking about the fact that the private clubs, the players are moving out. Of course, player must move out because of performance.